I love this game. I love this game and I'm ready to play more of it. West of Loathing. Right, we were in the petting cemetery. We were trying to find ways to not explore absolutely every single side mission. Alright, so let's just ask her. Get the lumber. Good breadwood. Alright. I mean, pretty much anywhere that's new I can go, but I can also go here. There's an air. Turn that down a bit. Oh, that's right. He's got the list of problems, and by solving all of these problems, we should get some wood, I think. Did you sort out that trouble at the cemetery? Yep, the caretaker is back on duty. Well, that's certainly good to hear. Those skeletons were a real nuisance. They sure have a way of getting under your skin. The mayor glances at the list of problems. List of problem, of which there is only one. Paces around nervously. Problems board. Overdue book. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named Alexandria. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we got an address. Okay, go ask her. A little animation of him kicking the dirt off the floor. Is there anything else that I needed? Alright, how am I doing character-wise? I maxed out foraging, which is great. So Hi, Yahan! How are all of the things? What were some other things I was gonna do? I think I'm gonna improve... I probably do need more stats. Like, I've ignored these stats so much, but I get such enormous bonuses from all of the other stuff. It seems like the base stats maybe aren't that important when I could do something cool like... Just woke up. Ah, that's so early. Now, which one do I like? I'm wondering if maybe we should invest in a pet. Maybe this is a good idea. Maybe we're gonna level this up next, although Fan Hammer is also great. It doesn't look like leveling this up is a huge deal. So I'm going to keep it at 1, and we're going to work on Deploy Snake, I think. Yeah. A bit early to ask how things are. I see how it is. Yeah, let's ignore side quests a little bit and just work on Curious Cops. Cop? I don't know how to pronounce that. I know that it means a group of trees. Curious Cops. Check the trees. Make like some different trees and leave. Aha. They would have to be different because those are pine trees. They don't have leaves. Let's not explore it. Let's try to make some progress. Uh-oh. Hi, cows. There's no way to get past these... There's no way past these cows except through these cows. These guys are all fairly weak. We're gonna try shooting Annie. It's not that good, but if it happens to hit... There you go. Can't complain about that. these are some easy cows. You insisted that those little doggies get along. Roasted cow tongue is food. Smoldering leather. This leather still smolders with some of the unholy fire that animated the abomination you sliced it from. It'd make a great winter blanket if it wasn't for all the evil. Hooray! Wow, this place has really been blown to pieces. This used to be an undestroyed bookshelf, but not anymore. A small diary is the only legible thing left on this shelf. You got an item. The Diary of Alexandria, Alexandria. It's a heap of smoldering books. Dig through it. You managed to find part of the overdue book from the Breadwood Library. Overdue and overcooked. I wonder if they're going to make that joke, but I beat him to it. Mostly destroyed bookshelf. Oh, nice! More snake oiler. Tips. A solid steel vault door. But it doesn't look like they're giving me a... It's half a cannonball, the front half. You pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There's an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason, and it's got the address stamped right onto the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror. There are so many forts in the game that I wonder if one of the companions is fort-related, the way that Alice is skeleton-related. Like, there'll be somebody who has to explore all, you know, do all of the fort stuff. We'll find out soon enough. Let me look at my items. Can I... Okay. Combat spell... Good medicine recovers HP. I'm not too worried about that. I got the dock. And I got a lot of consumable items that I'm not using. I guess I'm just going to take the passive. You memorize the chart of poisons. Fascinating stuff. Unfortunately, you get so distracted thinking about new kinds of poison that you misplace the magazine. When you apply... You're much better at poisoning things than you are at not poisoning them. When you apply poison, you apply 3 times as much. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to be that... Maybe poison is really powerful in this game. So we could go to Fort Treason, or we could just return the book. Let's go to Fort Treason. Oh, okay. Off to the side of the trail, you spot a little cluster of gin blossoms. It's strange to see them grown so far away from Allison Road, which is their native habitat. Is that a pun? Is that a song reference or something? Gin. Allison Road. I don't get it. Doesn't seem like anybody's home. That cannon still looks in decent shape. Yeah, if the place is abandoned, it hasn't been abandoned long. It's a demi-culverin cannon. Look closely. You look at the cannon. It's a fine cannon. Demi-culverin in size. You look through the rangefinder on the cannon, but you can't see any indication of anything you want to shoot at. You decide not to waste the ball. Seems rational. I wonder, is that something that I can use to, like, instantly win? Like, instead of fighting my way through some area, I can just bombard it? Could be. This is new. Jellied escargot. This is a can of garden variety garden snails, preserved and suspended in a gelatinous ooze. Yum. Instant grits. If you got enough grit, you don't even need to add water. We've seen those before, I think. My life for a lockpick skill. The lock on this footlocker is rusted away to almost nothing. Chemical bullet. In addition to lead... Oh, yeah, we already have. We've found those before. Private Lemon's Diary. This is an immaculately cared for standard army-issue diary labeled Private Lemon. It's private in 2 ways. Smelling salts or action points. I should be using those more, maybe. Ooh, hey, what's this? A military school class ring. Plus 8 this heavy ring goes on your trigger finger, not your ring finger. Shall I use that immediately? Floral ring. Yeah, that. Yeah, I'd rather have this. We've got so many things increasing pistol attack damage. This must have been where they stored all of the fire. Okay, so hold on. What's the deal with his, this diary? There we go. Read it. Private Lemon's diary is pretty dry and not very interesting. Just a list of the day-to-day duties of a straight-laced soldier up in the hills without anything to fight. Toward the end, though, it starts to mention their commanding officer, Captain Simon, becoming increasingly agitated and convinced that a nearby ranch was used as a spy outpost. Lemon doesn't sound convinced, but as one annoyingly vague entry puts it, orders are orders. The last few entries have to do with dissent in the ranks and the possibility of mutiny, the thought of which Lemon abhors. The rest of the pages are blank. Can I also read the... Oh, did I have another one of these that I didn't read? Alright, so we're running out of skills. We must have found pretty much all of the books. You practice making snake oil concoction until you can do it with your eyes closed. When you open your eyes again, it appears someone has stolen your magazine. Scoundrel! Some of your patent medicines actually work. You save those for your own use. You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from a nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify, so he moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, e.g. boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out that isn't much good against cannonballs. But there's nothing in there that says how to get into the... what do you call it? This half-burned library book represents 12.5% of the total stock of the Brentwood Library. Aw, how unfortunate for them. No, wait, shouldn't it be 1/7, not 1/8? Since it's only going to have 3 into 3.5 books, and this is 1/2 of a book. Oh, this is our first transponder thing. The transponder triggered. Beeps, and the signal leads to one of those L vibrato robots, which is basically just doing aimless donuts in a forest clearing. We got the jump on him. Weird. Wow. I seem to be way too strong. These are you put that robot out of its misery, or boredom, or I guess just existence, if you prefer not to personify it. These are a bunch of little broken pieces of El Vibrato machinery, but the professor would be interested in them, I bet. I need 5 scraps. Were you able to find that missing library book? Well, half of it. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh well. Everyone mostly skip the words and just look at the pictures anyway. And mostly just the bottom half of the pictures, so that's alright. At least the captions are still there, I guess. Problems. What kind of problems? Missing mail. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. We talked to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. You got it. You increased the library's collection by 33%. Again, that's not accurate. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the focaccia are you? Name's Infinite Pie Glitch. The mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line on where to start looking. Oh yeah. Alright. I gave up being a mailman a couple years ago, but I doubt they'd changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Oh, Chronicus, hey! It's going real good. Going real good. I'm continuing to endeavor to make my way through the game without doing every single side quest, which is difficult. You'll see, over in the first section of the game, over here, like, I did everything, and it just takes way too long. And there's probably, honestly, still stuff here that I didn't quite uncover. And so, I gotta leave some for the next playthrough. So I'm gonna skip a lot of optional stuff. You hear the crackle of a north-southwestern lightning snake. Too bad you don't have a forked lightning rod with you. Wait, that wouldn't work at all, would it? Also because I am just so incredibly powerful now. I've over-leveled and over-equipped myself to the point where every fight goes like this. That was supposed to be 3 shots, but I killed him with the first one. It was a little bit frightening, but your attacks were even faster than lightning. Electric snakeskin. Electric snakes live a rough life. Spell damage? I don't use spells, so... Postal way station. It says Postal Service Prosperity. No trespassing. Trespass. This cabinet is full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. A big map of the whole region with lots of confusing little annotations on it. You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes were involved in the placement of this outhouse. It's a stack of old newspapers. Oh, hey! There's an undelivered letter underneath the stack. It's addressed to Roy Bean. I know that guy. It's a stack of old newspapers. Blank postcard. Nice. It's a stack of old newspapers. Somebody has removed all the funnies, so there's literally no reason to care about them. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I used to do the same, watch from work. We know that's no longer a thing, sadly. There's an article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all the skeletons in there coming back to life. So I don't think we have solved the mystery yet, right? We haven't solved the mystery of why the mail has stopped. I mean, there's nobody there. Let's go visit Roy Bean. You know what? We are going to do the Jelly Bean Thieves side quest, because I started it. Off in the distance, you spot a hungry bobcat sneaking up on a cute little desert squirrel. How do you feel about that? This is one of those things where the fact that I can means I will, because this means I'll get a better reward, I guess. I will not allow this. You fire your bullet at a rock, and the bullet ricochets to another rock and ricochets again, knocking a wedge of stone out from under a boulder, which rolls down a hill and knocks a large cactus onto the bobcat, which howls and runs away. The squirrel escapes unharmed, and is promptly grabbed by a desert hawk. Good job. So these are the Jelly Bean Thieves. You approach the bandits seated around the fire. The meanest looking one speaks up.
Don't know who you think you are, stranger, but you better turn yourself right around and come back the way you came, unless you want to eat lead.
Well, that's not very neighborly.
Take a hike, neighbor.
You fellas stole a jar of jelly beans from an old man, and I aim to have him back.
Oh, is that right? And just how are you planning on doing that?
I have the honorable perk, so let's try that. With words. Listen, fellas, you stole a jar of candy from a little... you stole a jar of candy from an old man. This is such a small, petty, sad little crime, it barely even qualifies as a crime. If this ended up on a wanted poster, you're going to be the laughing stock of the criminal community. More importantly, what would your mothers think? I'm giving you a chance to turn away from this life of crime, because before it's too late, and I suggest you take it because I'm pretty sure this is not a life you're suited to. The bandits hang their heads shamefully and walk away. 150 experience for saying you stole candy from an old man. And now to steal everything from them. Filthy bedroll. It's the missing beans! Mint jelly beans. It's a big jar of green jelly beans that are in excellent condition. Judge Roy Bean will be excited to get it back. Meager food supply. They should have been robbing grocery stores. Oh, now we can go fit in over at the exercise place. Seals crate. Oh, whoa! 10 dynamite. Sheesh. Madness Maw Mine. Okay, and the oh, okay, the crazy guy, I bet, needs to go in all of the mines. What's his name? The partner that I didn't pick. One of the partners I didn't pick. Keep going. We're gonna pass that over. I found this letter addressed to you. A letter? Give it to him. Handle the letter. He opens it, reads it, snorts derisively, and tosses it into the fireplace behind him. Thanks anyway. Howdy, Infinite Pie. Cover that jar of jelly beans by any chance? Sure did. Well, I'll be. Thank you kindly, Infinite Pie. I won't ask for details, but I hope they were sufficiently grisly. Now, the second... I didn't realize he had multiple jars of jelly beans. This was a mistake. The second jar of jelly beans was stolen by a passel of them weird goblin fellows. Couldn't understand a word they was saying, but they were very insistent. Northwest, or which way did they go? Northwest toward that huge old cactus grand folks call Old Granddad. Here, I'll mark it on your map, but you can't miss it. Okay, I'm on it. I'm on it, but I'm not going to make it a priority. Lousy 3-part quests. Maybe 3 parts. Maybe even more. Who knows? Am I headed back to Breadwood now? What was I going to do? Did I? No, I guess we're... yeah, we did the post office thing. Back to Breadwood. A goblin is wandering along the path, muttering and ranting out loud to itself. Why not you cramming an entire baguette up you icing funnel? Wow, what? Go marrying a bagel muffin chucker. Where did you learning a talking like that? Finding a guide to human cusses, cake sucker. The goblin shows you a pamphlet listing a variety of popular profanity. On the back it says, brought to you by the Breadwood Board of Tourism. Teach them some fake swears. Yes. These are weak swearings. Giving me the pamphlet, I am teaching you a better ones. Oh, okay. You teach the goblin a number of phrases like charming gentleman and have a pleasant afternoon. I told him it means peace among worlds. How hilarious is that? He doesn't suspect a thing, and the next human he meets will have a much more polite, if puzzling, encounter. And I got a Breadwood cheat sheet. This is a handy reference to some of the most fashionable profanity mankind has to offer. Plus 5 moxie, but I think I already have a better offhand item, right? Offhand item? Six pistol attack damage. And again, I don't know which is better. Maybe this. Sure. Sure. Garçon. More Moxie. Any sign of that miss? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, wait. Can I take multiple quests? I guess? We keep a municipal soup kitchen around to help those who are down on the luck, which is pretty much everybody around here, but we run out of soup. Need someone to go fetch some more from the soup stock load. He gives you a stack of bread bowls to carry the soup in. This is a bowl made of extremely dense bread. You could put a very dangerous soup in it, I bet. I mean, I guess there's no... yeah, fine. I'll just take them all. We're running out of trees around here. Need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit from the next town, and the whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. The town died. Okay. Check it out, I guess. We take our yeast supply very seriously here in Breadwood, and that dang yeasty gang made off with the whole lot. A couple of fellers said they saw them loitering around the old brewery, so that's probably where they made their hideout. We need that yeast back. The old Schmaltz brewery. And the final quest, ba-da-bum, 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 and the missing bread. Baker boys cleaned our bank right out, and that's not a bit fabulous if you ask me. Fortunately, they haven't been too secretive about the location of their hideout. Can you get our bread back? The place is called Breadwood. We have to have some bread. Right, I'll get it back. Alright. So now we have lots and lots of new places. Arbitrarily... soup stock load. Wow, geez. I hope you're... oh, yeah, we've already seen... yeah. Take it to the gun show. This is a dead snake. A sick python. This skin was, until very recently, stretched taut around some giant pulsating snake muscles. It's gross to think about, and to look at. 30 max HP. I already have a headband on my hat, though, right? 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 How do I have so much XP? Alright, well, I guess we'll get to deploy Snake next. I guess I've been turning in quests, so that must do it. Yeah, this is the one giving me more max AP. I have so much, like, there's nothing difficult, really. It's kind of a, wow, that is really good food. Yuck, a yucca. Somebody bent their yucca. I like the mine music. These lockers have been pretty picked over from the looks of them. There's a toolbox on the bench, and it's locked, and welded to the bench. No lock. There's a pool of boiling soup. Using a bread bowl, you scoop some soup. Is that it? No more? A knapsack. It's mostly filled with trash, but you do find a spooky white mask. Weird. This is one of those spooky white masks the cultists you keep running into in mines wear. I have not run into a bunch of... have I? This elevator is inoperative. Attempt to fix it. You see 3 different sized bolts on the side of the elevator, all of which are very loose. There's a sign that says 3,200 pounds pressure required and some sort of gauge which currently reads 0, whatever that means. Looks like you're going to need a wrench. Which I do not have. They did not supply me with one. So I guess if I want to complete this quest, I'm going to have to come back here with a wrench. I'll just keep that in mind. Oh. Keystone. Cool. More tuna cactuses. What was outside? Anything? Pointy. Loco weed. Ooh. You do a backflip, then make some funny noises by flapping your arm up and down with your hand in your armpit. The local weed giggles, loosening its roots just enough for you to pluck a handful out of the ground and wring it into a little bottle. Loco weed extract. You're just crazy about this stuff. No, wait, I meant because of, not about. Gives you 2 action points when used in combat. Nothing on these shelves. Nothing but inedible garbage. Baker's oven is long cold. More inedible garbage. Nope, this garbage is also inedible. These teenagers seem dispirited and are trying to drown their sorrows with big mugs of water. Maybe they misunderstood the idiom. Hey, you boys wouldn't know about some bread that went missing, would you? Aw, nuts, I told you we'd get in trouble, Billy. Shut up, Jerry. Way to just blab everything, dude. Calm down, you two. The mayor just wants his bread back. Hand it over, and the trouble you're in will be minimal. It ain't that simple, mister. We sold that bread for meat to start up this bakery. Why? 'Cause we wanted to make something of our lives. Everyone in Breadwood is just bums. Plus, like, everyone needs bread, right? So we figured we'd need to make it... We figured we'd make it big. Okay, well, no problem. We take the mayor the bread you made and call it even. Oh yeah, no problem. Except for the fact we don't know a dang thing about making bread, as it turns out. All we ended up with is weird lumps. Ah, that ain't true, Billy. The last loaf we tried was almost right. Yeah, sure, that one was nearly edible, but we're practically out of ingredients. Maybe I can help. Oh, cool. Okay, so I don't meet the mysticality requirement, but because I have foraging 3, I can actually solve it. I can get through this challenge. I'm a pretty good forager. I could teach you boys what to look for. There's plenty of cactuses and wild grains you could use. That sounds hard and boring, but you'll have lots of different options for the ingredients, and what customers want is variety. That's a good point. I don't mind foraging if you just want to do the baking, Billy. Alright then, school's in session. You teach Jerry how to find the wild ingredients they need, while Billy works on figuring out a proper recipe. After a couple tries, they managed to produce a pretty decent loaf of bread, and bake enough to cover what they stole from the mayor. 40 loaves of bread. This is the entire fiduciary basis for the Breadwood logging camp. All's well that ends well. And look at all that bread. Bread! Glorious bread, the staff of life. Warm and fragrant. If bread were money, these boys would be rich now. This shelf is comprehensively breaded. Let's go to Ghostwood, aka Spooktown. Whoa! Saloon. You might expect to be able to just walk straight through the building of a door of a ghost building, but some kind of force is preventing that. I guess you could knock on the force? Your fist makes a distant, echoey plap sound on the barroom door, and a ghostly voice comes out of nowhere. Hey, howdy there, fella. New in town? Yeah, I was wondering if... Sorry, I can't do business with you until you have a visitor identification card. Ain't supposed to even talk to you, really. Okay, where do I get one? Try the town hall, down the end of the street. Thanks. Saloon, stable, jail, office supply, town hall. Town hall. Ah, visitor. You'll be needing a visitor identification card. I guess so. I'll be happy to help fill in the forms. Most living people have trouble holding the pages. You'll be needing a number 3 pencil. If you're filling in the form, can't you just use your own pencil? I will be, but the instructions say very clearly that the applicant must have a number 3 pencil. A number 3 pencil? Isn't a number 2 pencil the usual kind? I suppose, but a number 3 pencil is 50% more official. Okay, well, where can I get one? Try the Department of Requisitions. It's just next door. You mean the general store? It's a little more specific these days, but yes. More specific. Hello, excuse me, sorry, can't help you unless you have a visitor ID. But I need a pencil for... No visitor ID, no supplies. What if I talk to her again? Hello? The general store won't give me a pencil without a visitor ID. No, certainly not. They aren't authorized to deal with anyone who doesn't have ID. So how am I supposed to get a number 3 pencil? I suppose I could issue you a temporary visitor permit. You don't need a pencil for that one. Okay, great. Well, what's your last name? Chart right. First name? I wonder if this is going to be a puzzle. Like, we're actually going to have to make up a bunch of different names. Where are you from, Puddin' Justine Shartright? You got the middle name wrong. I live wherever the wind takes me. Yeah, well, the post office doesn't deliver there. Try again. I'm staying in dirt water at the moment. Oof. Well, if you set your sights low enough, you'll never be disappointed. Alright, how many bars are on the window of the Adjunct Department of Records? What? It's a quiz to make sure you've actually been paying attention to and care about our little town instead of just breezing through, to show your dedication. 9? You hear a sigh and the sound of paper being torn up. Nope, go count them again. Or go count them and try again. Department of Records. Do they mean the jail? Well, there's 4 on the door and 6 on the window. And maybe I should actually give my real name. Glitch. Infinite Pi. Wait, Sneaky isn't on here. Sneaky is my middle... Oh. Wait. Wait, did I actually change my middle name to Justine for that? Because Sneaky isn't here anymore. Justine is where Sneaky used to be. Okay, in the window there are 6. Okay. It expires in 11 seconds. No problem. Okay. Last name? Glitch. Oh, man. Is this really... Glitch. Infinite Pi. So wait, is it gonna be Justice or Justine? They put down Justine. Okay, cute. Go, go, go. That was never 11 seconds just now. And they changed my middle name to Justine. It's no longer Sneaky. Oh, we were gonna upgrade deploy snake. And now I have to remember to actually deploy snakes. Except I never really need to. I'm so strong. Alright, so if this is not a run as fast as you can puzzle, what is it? Alright. I can't get... Oh, huh? A pencil sharpener. Oh. This is a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus with the ghost of a pencil stabbed into it. Manage to snag the pencil with the corner of your temporary visitor permit and yank it out of the cactus. Alright, so I needed the temporary visitor permit. What, you didn't know pencils have ghosts? What do you think ghost writers use? Can I sharpen it down to a number 3, even though that's not the way it works? Sharpened ghost pencil. This is the ghost of a number 4 pencil, which you sharpened the hell out of. Wait, is that how it works? Your number 3 pencil... That's... Oh, I ground away a 4th of it, which makes it only a number 3. Right, a number 3 pencil. Here it is. That's a number 4 pencil. No, it's 75% of a number 4 pencil. I see. I don't see anything about this in the bylaws. Very well. I suppose it'll do. Let's get you started on that visitor identification permit. Last name Glitch. First name Infinite Pie. Middle name Justice. Oh. So I need to actually say Justine. But I like the middle name Justice. Justine? Where are you from? Dirtwater. If you ever decide to set your sights a little higher, I can recommend a good drainage ditch. How many bars are in the Windows 6? What? The Windows. Alright, so this is just meant to be an exercise in frustration. Correct. Everything seems to be in order. Here, allow me to officially welcome you to the town of Ghostwood. Here's your visitor ID. Thank you. Say, was it always called Ghostwood, or... Yes, total coincidence. Nice. It's raining pretty hard out. How about that? Oh, I hope I don't lose power or anything. That'd be miserable. Well, howdy, what can I do for you, Mr. Glitch? I need a drink immediately. Whiskey. Good choice. Only one small problem, though. What is that? I'm out of whiskey requisition forms. Mind going down to administration and picking one up for me? Forget it. I'm here on behalf of the mayor of Redwood. He needs a permit to do some logging in this area. That sounds like a job for the Department of Administration. That's the building all the way down at the other end of the street. It's here. Oh, this is the Department of Requisitions. You need administration. That's next door. This next door or the other next door? Jeez, finally. I'm here on behalf of the mayor of Breadwood. He needs a permit to do some logging in this area. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll just need to review the logging records to make sure there are no disqualifying incidents. Go to the Department of Records, it's 2 doors down, and tell them I need the Breadwood file pertaining to logging. Is something wrong? Not yet. I'm just steeling myself in anticipation. Knock, knock. Mr. Glitch, was it? What can I do for you? I'm supposed to pick up a file on the town of Breadwood. Oh, you want the Department of Records. It's next door. This is the adjunct Department of Records. It's not the... Is it? Department of Records. Let me... Please. Breadwood, Applewood, Antiwood, Badwood. Did you mean Bagelwood? No, it's Breadwood. Oh. Must be a suburb. Beaverwood, Bestwood, Bitterwood, Bloodwood. Oh, here we are. Breadwood. Which section did you need? Logging records. Seems that section has been downgraded from disuse. You'll need to pick it up from the adjunct Department of Records next door. Naturally. Bring it back here when you've got it, and I'll put it in an official interdepartment document transfer folder for you. Is that really necessary? Absolutely. You can't transfer documents between departments without an interdepartment document transfer folder. It's unthinkable. Fine, fine. The Department of Records sent me over here to pick up a file. Great, which file? Logging reports for the town of Breadwood. Alright, 1 second. Here we are, but... what's wrong? Well, these pages are all loose. I can't give them to you like this. What if they blow away? I'm just taking them next door. They're giving me a documents folder. It'll be fine. No, no. What if there's a freak gust of wind as soon as you leave here? It would be chaos. So, what do you propose? Well, fortunately, I happen to be the one person in town who's officially authorized to use a stapler. So you'll staple them together for me? I'd be glad to. But I don't have a stapler. Of course you don't. Don't worry, all you need to do is go to the Department of Requisitions next door and requisition one. So I bring you a stapler and you'll give me the file. Yep, fine. Why do I feel kind of like I'm about to fight a dragon for some goblin cheese to go with my banquet? I need to requisition a stapler. Alright, first we'll need to fill out a requisition form, I figured. Last name, Glitch. First name, Infinite Pie. Middle name, Justine. Hey, let me just check. Okay, that checks out. Cake or pie, excuse me. Your dessert preference, cake or pie. What does that have to do with... Look, I have 2 boxes here. One says cake. The other says pie. I have to put a check mark in one of them. Which is it going to be? Unsurprisingly, because I already have the Infinite Pie glitch, I'm actually a little tired of pie. Cake is my favorite. Ugh. Well, despite that, everything seems to be in order. I'll get this filed. Here's your stapler. Ghost stapler. I got you a stapler. Ah, there's nothing better than that new stapler smell. Can I have that logging report now? You bet. Here you go, freshly stapled and wind resistant. The Breadwood logging report. Thanks. I'm back with those papers. Okay, let me just put those in an official interdepartment document transfer folder for you. There you are. Great, thank you. The Breadwood logging record? Let's have a look. Oh, for the love of... What's wrong? That idiot stapled the pages together right in the middle. This is why we took his damn stapler away in the first place. The file is unreadable. You're going to have to take it back and tell him to unstaple it. Administration wants you to unstaple these papers. Oh, sorry, I'm only authorized for stapling, not unstapling. Try the Department of Records. I think they have an unstapler there. But naturally, they're going to need me to requisition it. I don't see this. Oh, that's right. The Department of Libations borrowed it to open beer bottles. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. What can I do for you? Do you have the Department of Records staple mover? Sure do. That thing pops the tops off beer bottles like you wouldn't believe. So long as it removes staples, I'll be happy. I imagine it does, but I'm afraid I'm not authorized for unstapling. You'll need to take it back over to Records. Here you are. Great. Oh, right. He unstaples. Here's your stapler remover back. Great. Let me just have a look at those papers of yours. Adjunct Records up to his old tricks again, I see. These don't even need to be stapled. That's what the interdepartment document transfer folder is for, after all. Here you go. Thanks. Who thinks we're done? I don't think we're done. Alright, I'm back with an unstapled Breadwood logging file. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, I can't see any problems with this. I'm frankly amazed. Let's get started on the paperwork for that logging permit. I am no longer amazed. Last name, Glitch. First name, Infinite Pi. Middle name, Justine. Just need to chunk, and then you sign it here, and now you sign it here, and also here, and initial here, and sign here. Good, now just take this back to the mayor of Breadwood and have him sign on this line and initial over here. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do that. I wonder what would have happened if I actually did get the whiskey permit. A shockweed plant. These things are really valuable, but they're hard to pick. Shockweed extract. Spell damage up. No use to me. Excuse me, Mayor. I have some papers you need to sign for that logging permit. Oh, right. Oh, ghost paper. This stuff is weird. Yeah, I think I need a ghost pencil for this. Here, you can borrow mine. Sign down here and initial over here. After some fumbling with the ghostly pencil, the mayor eventually manages to sign and initial the form. Alright, Mayor, I'll be back with that permit. God willing. Good luck. Oh, man, am I glad I talked to him again. Excuse me, Mayor? Yes? You still have my ghost pencil. I need that. Oh, terribly sorry. I think it's haunting my beard. Here you go. Okay. Oh, did you get our bread back from those miserable baker boys? I sure did. Well, thank goodness for that. Another missed payday would have caused a riot for sure. Glad we avoided that. I'm wondering if we could have just fired the cannon at Ghostwood and destroyed it. Would that have been a better solution? Curious abandoned well. Damned well stop to investigator. Leave well enough alone and keep going. Leave well enough alone. Okay, I've got the mayor's signature on this logging permit form. Great. Just sign this last line at the bottom where it says receipt. Alright. That's everything taken care of. Breadwood's logging permit is hereby approved. Finally. Wonderful. Processing will take about 48 hours. What? Well, everything has to be filed, and the actual permit has to be printed and so on. You can pick it up in 2 days. Really now. Alright, so after I sleep twice, which is weird, like, why do that? Like, they've made their point. They already made their point. We don't need it to be even sillier. Let's go to Old Granddad. You come across a deserted campsite. There are signs of a struggle. The only intact object is a crate with military stencils on it. At least you think they're military. It's hard to tell with all the mushrooms. Oh yeah, the crate is like covered with mushrooms. I kind of buried the lead there. It's pretty flimsy, but you're not 100% sure you want to touch it. Well, I will open it with a crowbar then. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Keep looting. Wow. Surgical gin. This gin is used for sterilizing patients and anesthetizing instruments. Sorry, messed that up a bit. I've been drinking surgical gin. These aren't the kind of nerves pills you take to make you less anxious. They're the kind you take to make you more anxious. So, let's get back on the trail, soldier. Look at the size of that thing. That's an extremely large cactus over there. Must be the place Rybeen was talking about. Unless there's two utterly gigantic cactuses out here. That would be surprising and potentially embarrassing. Old Granddad, exterior. Hey, I can touch it and it doesn't hurt. Actually, wait. Is there anything off to the side? Nope. Ow. The guard blocks your path. Hey, hi, no climbing for a humans. I'm here for taking back a jar of jelly beans you goblins stealing. Oh, what? Jelly beans, little colorful sugar things? Oh, little fruit rocks? Yeah, those. Those are for the pile. The what? Anyway, no upstairs for a humans. Maybe we can trading. No trading, but you can bribing me. Okay, cool. What you are wanting? A candy bar, a good human candy bar, of the bubbles having, you know it? You mean this? Oh yes, wonderful, thanking you. Can I climbing now? Sure. Awesome. Is this just going to be, have items, the dungeon? If you have certain items, you just get through without fighting? Goblin junk. There's a gash in the wall of the cactus here, revealing a vein of sticky purple goo. Purple goo? Why? Also, this is kind of cool, what we're looking through right here. There's another goblin here blocking another ladder. Hello, no climbing for humans. Too bad. Can I bribing you to letting me climbing? Oh, okay. What you are wanting? Cactus syrup. A delicious vein is being in the other room, but had losing my tap. Okay, I'm being right back. I don't have a tap. Is having a syrups? No. So wait, there must be some way to get this, right? I seem to have lost the option to fight him. I wonder if there's a store. Alright, where else can I go? Because I need a wrench too. So that's maybe two things that I can whoa. This feller's too scared to talk to you. He's just totally freaked out about yeast. It says beer hose. You're not really sure what purpose it might have served. It's a beer vat, or at least it's a vat. It is not guaranteed to actually contain beer. This dead guy's hat got knocked off and covered with yeast. You got yeast-covered hat. This is a great hat to wear if you and your loved ones absolutely love the smell of dough, or if you don't mind it and your enemies hate it, I guess. Not useful to me. Some kind of crazy yeast monster has apparently broken loose from the vats and eaten some of the bandits. I guess they brewed up something they couldn't put down. They could barely contain it. You'll have to hop to it if you want to prevail. It's almost pure ethanol. Weird. I can't get past him. Alright, we're fighting. See, what's the point of even releasing a snake, right? If I can just deal 200 damage, I'm gonna do it. Do it anyway. Maybe this is a better strategy for like a really long, intense fight, right? Except that they're whiffing. And then I go pow. Yeah, I am much too strong now. It's unfortunate. Hooray! The remains of the horrible yeast beast. I guess you could take some back to the mayor? It's probably still good, right? Sure. Put a big old glob of yeast in your pack. This bag contains half a ton of yeast, but it's light enough for you to carry because it's dried. So, this whole yeast theft biz doesn't seem to have gone well for you guys. Yeah, I know. Oh, geez, are you a bounty hunter? Relax, the mayor just wants his yeast back. He didn't say anything about hauling you in. Whew. Okay, well, the yeast is in that revolting pile. So what happened here? Well, we got bored of bread is all. I know a bit about brewing, so we figured if we came back with a couple kegs, no one would mind so much that we stole the yeast. No offense, but it seems like you aren't much of a brewer. Hey, well, ideally, you wouldn't end up with a ravenous yeast monster. That wasn't my... Oh, well, okay, I guess it was my fault, but I didn't understand... But I understand what happened. These vats are old, and we didn't clean them properly first, because we were in a hurry. I think there were some frogs living in one of them, and you figured you could use the extra hops? If you're sure you got it figured out you could set up shop in Dirtwater. Oh? Yeah, it's turning into quite a little metropolis. I'd love to have my own place. Okay, let's go check it out. Or I'll go check it out. 3 cans of beer. Schmaltz Blue Ribbon. 3 cans of beer on the wall. 3 cans of beer. Take them all down, put them in your bag instead of singing the rest of the song about beer. Now he's too grumpy to talk to you. He's just angrily muttering about the arrest. You're under arrest. For what? Stealing about 2 handfuls of yeast? Yes. And the sentence for that is, what, about 3 days in jail? And Breadwood does not actually have a jail. Alright, I'll let you off with a warning this time. I already got that. So at some point I'm going to have to sleep twice in order to advance time. Let's go back to Breadwood first. You hear the crack of a rifle and a lead bee buzzes past your ear. I call bullets lead bees sometimes. Off in the distance you see a skeleton with a rifle. Looks like he's lining up another shot. Dodging and weaving, ducking behind rocks and trees and so forth, you make your way up to where the skeleton is lying and take his rifle away. Yes! You can have it back when you've proven yourself a little more responsible. You'll shoot someone's eye out, or your own, twice, which may have already happened as far as I know. The skeleton trudges away glumly. Oh, the rifle is basically junk, but the skeleton's antique rangefinder seems useful. Offhand pistol attack damage 5, which is worse than the other one. If you want to know how far away you are from your home on the range, look no further. I mean, this will literally help you not look further. First bank of Brentwood. Secured the militia yeast. Did these guys sell a whole bunch of... Oh, this isn't the store. Oh, here is the store. I do need a monkey wrench. Oh my gosh, and there's a lock-picking book. Oh, that's right, this has been here, but I think I said I'm not gonna bother, right? I'll save the lock-picking for the next time. Oh, back to soup stock load. What is this? Over on the side of the road, you spot a lone and gloomy... Over at the side of the road, you spot a lone and gloomy grave marker with a lone and gloomy man in a black robe digging up the grave with a shovel. Hey, what are you doing? The hooded figure looks at the two of you, looks at the shovel, looks at the grave, and looks back at you. Do I really need to explain? You'll need a tracheotomy to quip through when I suture all your damn face holes shut. I think she means, why are you doing it? Well, it's for necromancy practice, right? I mean, you gotta get the bodies from somewhere. That's despicable. This is the necromancer's territory now. Your moral outrage isn't really my concern. Did you just say shrug? That's it, let's kill him. Oh, Hornswaggling 4, I could have convinced him, but I will fight him instead. Have 100 bullets. You're dead. You won! You kick him into the hole he's dug and fill it. That'll show him. Black hood. This is the kind of hood that the minions of the necromancer might wear. Or you could wear it, I guess, now that you've got it. We already had a shovel, but now we have another. Alright, let's finish off strong medicine. Boom. And then I probably do want one more AP, so we'll get some more gumption next. Two or 3 points of gumption will get us another AP. What? I missed that last time. There's a diary under the crude pillow of this bedroll. This mine is the worst. It sucks so bad here. I've been in some lousy mines, but this one really takes the cake. Everything smells like soup. The walls are slick with it. I swear, I can feel it getting into my pores. If I went to a doctor for a blood test, he'd probably tell me my blood is tomato basil bisque or whatever. We finally managed to get deep enough to hear the master, but it turned out the dang soup the soup table, instead of the water table, is higher than we thought. We're spending 90% of our time bailing the stuff out and only 10% digging. I've got noodles in my boots. I hate this so much. Now the damn elevator's busted. It was always making a rattling noise and the guys off shift couldn't sleep. That finally stopped, but it stopped because the elevator itself stopped and we can't move it at all. Why did we even set up camp here? I had to spend the whole day scrounging around to find replacement 137, 59, and 23-pound compression springs for repairs. We'll install them tomorrow. I'm going to jot that down over here in the chat. 59, 23. Boss says we're giving up here and heading into a real deep mine they found up northwest. It's a shame we wasted all this work, but hot damn, it'll be good to get away from this soup. I will never eat soup again in my life. Got the springs installed proper-like, with the strongest behind the shortest belt and so on. But there's no time to wrench everything down. Gotta pack, not like the elevator matters much anyway anymore. I really hope I don't screw up again and forget my diary here when it's time to leave. I don't think I've ever managed to fill more than 10 pages in the same diary. Strongest behind the shortest bolt. wonder if I'm gonna wind up breaking this stupid thing. Whoops. 2 must be 295. Add those together, we get 706. And then this is giving us another 161. And we're trying to get to 3,200? We're trying to get there exactly? Hold on. 3,200. Are they gonna actually make us do this? If so, I may have already messed it up. Oh, that one is fully tightened. Huh. That was over by 125. This one has a 1 at the end, and that one has a 1 at the end, so we need 5, unless it's 10. No, did I try 10? That's not gonna do it. I don't really want to work this out. And why does it... Where did that 137, 59, and 23 come from? How high will this one go alone? 2360. I need another 9. No, 840. So I'm gonna say, what's a good way of figuring this out? And why? This is strange that this is actually in here. I go 840 plus 295. Get 1135. Alright. If I were to take 5 of the 7 bolt, that would be 805. And then each additional one that I switch over to 3 instead gives an additional 350? 250? 250. That's the way I should be figuring it out. 5 of the 411 gives 2055. And then we can add 295 or take away 250. That kind of does it. 3200. So we need another 1145. It almost seems like there's got to be something else to it, right? I wonder if the answer or a hint would have been in there. So I over-explained to myself and kind of lost track here. The deal is, if I have... five of the 4 11s. That gives me 255 and requires another 1145. We can get 80. We can get 805 from 5 turns of the 7. Subtracting that brings us down to 340. This seems bizarrely different. I mean, it's not... This is kind of out of place to be in this game. Let me just make sure I've got the actual numbers right. Yes, that is 161. This is 411. So hitting this will give me 572. Hitting this will give me 867. Yeah. $295 double is 580. Get to that. 240? They gave us a similar puzzle to this earlier, but with, like, 2-digit numbers, right? Like, really small numbers that made it a lot easier to do. $240, and then the adjustments... I can get it so that I'm only off by 10. Is that worth trying? Just to see how it works. I could imagine this automatically just working if you fail it too many times. It's just that sort of game to go, we don't want you to stay here forever. We don't want you to not finish the game because of this. Alright, so how would I go about doing that? I go... can't even follow my own logic. Right, so doing 5 and 5 will give me 295. Adding another oh no. 2. No. It's not that. Hang on. Gives me 340. Let me confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 5. Gives me 2680, which means that I'm off 2860, which means that I'm off by 440. 340. Yes, that's what I had written down. Can I do 10 turns of this? 5, 6, 7, 8? It only takes 8. I like this one. I think I'm just gonna brute force it instead. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, okay. That was much easier. Brute forcing for the win. Because I knew it pretty much had to be a combination of 10 of the first and last. Bowl soup. Oh! Elevator trans... Oh. Look what we found. The screen on this machine says Kuzhono, Krokus, Tasta, Bankro, Kuzkro, Huppa, Krokus, Tasta. That's only a handful of words, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 6 different words. All right. Leave the machine. Ooh, I have a vibrated keystone. I get 3 fluid. And I'll have to remember that this is here so I can come back. There are hundreds of snakes lounging in this pool of hot soup. You made mincemeat of those soup snakes. Stewed snake. I'll have to remember that for when I need hot resistance later. A lot of heat, but you can take it. Alright, we got 5 soups. 5 soups and the location of an El Vibrato chamber.